Hey there, Andy Collins with you for another nail guitar licks session. Today it is a lick from Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. Interesting little story about this one. Actually no, I'll save the story for later. Let's get into it. You don't want to hear stories, you want to learn licks, don't you? Okay, let's have a look at the lick first and then we'll break it apart and I'll tell you all about it. Here we go. Okay, let's do that slow so you can see it all broken apart. A little bit hesitant, but I got there, didn't I? All right, Nothing Else Matters lick. This is a really cool crossover of like your classic sort of rock and roll licks, but it's got a few little kooky things in there as well, a little bit of double stock action. Stock action? Double stop action, I think, more to the point. And yeah, let's break it down. I'll kind of give you the details as we go. So, the first bit is the real rock and roll bit that I was telling you about, where we start off with our bend here on the 14th fret. And we are in E minor pentatonic basically. We're getting a bit of blues note action in there as well. But that's roughly what we're working with. Up on the 12th fret, based in 12th position, and yeah, that's where we're working with our classic pentatonic box with a few little additionals. So we're going to bend on the 14th fret on the G string, and we're bending up to this note, which is the 12th fret on the B. See how I bend that up and it goes to the same note as there. That's where you're aiming for. If you want to get into more stuff on sort of getting your bends right and they sound a bit kooky, check out Nail Guitar Skills. I've got a lesson on there that will help you out heaps in getting your bends sounding heaps better rather than like screeching cats. So we're going to get 14, 12, and then we're going to roll that over. Now, rolls are an interesting technique. You're going to get tip of your finger there on the B, and then you're going to roll that over. You don't want to jump it, otherwise once we get this up to speed, it's going to be all staccato and broken up. We want this to be smooth. We're going to get that twice. Okay. Okay, do that for a couple of hours if you haven't done it before. It takes you a while to get it up and running smoothly. You notice how I'm very articulate on breaking that up. Tip of finger, flatten it out. That's a really good one for annoying everyone with when you're woodshedding it, annoying sound. Then we're going to do a pull off on the 15th fret of the B string down to the 12. So we're working inside this pentatonic box that I was telling you about. Then 14 on the G, back to the 12 on the B. Great lick there in itself. You can use that as a cyclic thing, run that over and over again. All of that, yeah, rock and roll stuff. Okay, so we've got... Okay, from there, now we're going to get, this is where the bluesy section comes in. We've gone... We're going to get our blues run down here. We're going to get our fourth finger on our blue note, which is the 15th fret on the G. 15, 14, 12. And then we're going to reach over to our 14th fret on the D. And then finally, here comes our double stop section. We're going to get 14 and 14 on the G and the B with our third finger. And then you're going to get it twice. And then we're going to go second finger double stop on the 13 and 13. Normally, this stuff doesn't fit in. This is the sort of little outside bit that I was telling you about. Doesn't that sound beautiful? And then our 12th fret and 12th fret on the G and the B with our first finger. So, sounds awful by itself, but put in the context of the song, sounds really good. I guess that's the little medley edge of it, isn't it? Now, you can end this with just the single 12th fret on the G instead of the double stop there. That way you can tend to reef out that vibrato a lot better rather than with the two fingers. There's only so much vibrato action you can get when you're holding both of those down. I really like to get that vibrato, really like to really get that out, being the end of the phrase. Otherwise you've just got, I mean, you can get a bit of vibrato out, but it's, you know, you can't really get that stuff out. Depends how 80s and out there you want to get with it. Not that it was an 80s song though, but anyway. So there it is. Some interesting little things in there with that whole chromatic action with double stops. That's really weird. You don't really see a lot of that sort of thing happening, but sort of just like a little passing note with a 13 there. So some cool things inside of that. The story is, what is the story that I was telling you at the start? Nothing else matters. I couldn't do any finger picking when I was about a year into playing, and I loved this song so much that I just got there and sat there for hours and hours until I could actually play the thing. Like the intro, you know, everyone can play the little tuning section. That's all I should have been able to play because I had no finger picking ability whatsoever. But I spent so long that I could actually play the intro section and couldn't do any other finger picking. So it was an interesting situation. That was all I could play with finger picking. It looked like, you know, I could actually finger pick okay. In fact, I was an awful finger picking, but I spent so long on it that I could get it together. So sometimes you can get a little disproportionate in your playing, but that was an interesting situation for me where I just hammered away so long at something. Maybe you've had a similar experience yourself. So that's the little backstory with Me and Nothing Else Matters. Cool song and cool acoustic sections in there as well. But there's a cool little lick that you can draw from to put into your own playing. Have fun with it.